We are joined right now by the Texas Department of Public Safety Lieutenant Christopher Olivares. Lieutenant Olivares, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thanks very much for being here. What do you think it's going to mean when you see Title 42 go away? Texas DPS is already working on a number of other problems on the southern border, like human smuggling, like drug smuggling coming in. Your thoughts on reversing Title 42 and what it will mean at the border?
Good morning, Maria. Again, thanks for having me on. So what we're going to see is complete chaos. I mean, we talked about this, I believe, last week when I was talking with you, and I mentioned the numbers that we're already at well over 800,000 just for the first 5 months of the fiscal year, and now we're already going to hit 1 million after these 6 months are complete. That is just goes to show you that this border crisis continues to escalate compared to last year, when we thought last year were historic numbers and decades that we have never seen. We are on track right now. If the way we're going right now, by the end of this fiscal year, we're going to hit well over 2 million encounters along our southwest border.
That's unbelievable. You sent us this video that we want to show of Texas DPS officers rescuing a female immigrant. She was smuggled in a duffel bag from a vehicle fire. This is the kind of issues that you're dealing with all the time, finding people smuggled in cars, in vans, but this was a duffel bag?
Right, Maria. So this is what our men and women of DPS are dealing with on a daily basis with these human smugglers. And because of this border crisis, ever since last year, the human smuggling organizations are continuing to profit off of this crisis, and they're continuing to escalate their tactics, especially how they smuggle illegal immigrants. This is an example right here where they're smuggling a female immigrant inside a duffel bag. The driver fled on foot. He left the vehicle behind. As you can see in your video there, the vehicle was caught on fire. And of course, our men and women sprung into action, and they were able to rescue that female before she was burned inside that vehicle. So it goes to show you the tactics that are being used by these organizations, and now they have no regard for public safety. And that's the whole purpose why the state of Texas is having to step in, because of all these events that we're seeing play out throughout the year: human smuggling, drug smuggling, even people that are being victimized, the loss of life that we're seeing because of this border crisis.
Yeah, and now Fox Business is learning explosive new details, Chris, about how the administration is preparing for this expected surge of migrants once Title 42 is lifted. A U.S. Customs and Border Patrol source telling us that the White House is plotting to expedite screenings of migrants, potentially skipping out of critical paperwork and vetting before turning them loose. Lieutenant, what is the story here? The migrants come in, they are processed, and then they're just released into the community?
Well, that's what we're seeing right now, Maria. Right now, I'm actually in Eagle Pass, Texas, where we're starting to see a very significant influx of illegal immigrants coming across in this specific sector right here. And because of that, because of the overcrowding in the Border Patrol processing facilities, the vast majority of these migrants that are coming across are being released into the communities, or they're taken to a local convenience store to buy a bus ticket, and then they're able to board a bus and ultimately go to wherever they're trying to get to, whatever destination they're trying to get to. And that's a very key point right there, that the majority of these individuals, especially the drugs that are coming in, fentanyl that's coming through our borders, is not staying in the state of Texas. It's going out through the entire country. And that's what the American people need to understand, that this border crisis is affecting everyone. And it's only going to get worse, especially when Title 42 is completely canceled. We're going to see double, triple the numbers than what we're seeing right now.